Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in and join the family. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and remember the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create lovely DIYs using mostly items that I find at the Dollar Tree. I try to keep my DIYs budget friendly but easy to do. I hope everyone is well and I hope everyone is staying safe. I am so excited to share with you in this video some of my candy cane inspired DIYs. This video is in collaboration with the Sweet Amber over at DIY with Amber. My, what a talented young lady she is. I will link her channel in my description box below. That way, after you watch my video, you can head over to her channel and see what she has created. She is so adorable, her and those two little baby boys of hers. You will love her. When you get over to Amber, tell her that I said hello. Hello again, my friends. I am so excited for this challenge. I absolutely love candy canes. So we're going to jump right into the first DIY. I have two of these Halloween signs that I had in my stash. I will be using some of these hooks, and you get 3 in a pack from the Dollar Tree. I also have some of these red letters from Hobby Lobby. I used these in a previous DIY. I have this cute little pick here from Hobby Lobby, and this was 49¢. I have some of this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and this was 50¢. I will be using some Walmart ribbon. This one right here was $2.98 a roll, and these two were $1.98. I also will be using some of my white chalk paint. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the ribbon off of these signs, and I am going to glue these two signs together. As you know, I like my signs to be sturdy, as well as I do like them to look neat on both sides. I'm just pressing it down to make sure that everything is together, and then what I'm going to do is go in with that white chalk paint, and I'm going to paint the entire sign. I'm going to paint the front as well as the back. And after I get everything painted, I'm going to go in now with that red yarn, and I'm going to attach it to my sign. So what I'm going to do is just add some hot glue, and I'm going to tack the yarn down, and I'm only going to wrap it around the ends of this sign. I'm going to wrap it around a few times, and then I'm going to take the hot glue and tack it down in the back, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. Now I'm going to do this to the other side. I'm not sure if that's the amount I want. I'm going to add the other side first, and then I'll determine if I want to add more. As I'm wrapping, I am looking at it. I am going to go in on both sides. Let me just tack this down to be sure. And I think I am going to add a little bit more yarn. Yeah, so I'm going to go in, as you can see, and just add a little bit more. And I'm just going to get this side wrapped up just to make sure that it's even with the other side. And I think this is a good amount of yarn. And so after I get that all tacked down, the next thing I'm going to do is add those Dollar Tree hooks to my sign. These are self-adhesive, but what I'm going to do is add some hot glue. I'm just going to clip off them little tags that's hanging at the top. I'm going to add some hot glue just to make sure that these are secure, and I'm just going to add them to my sign. I'm going next to the yarn on both sides just to make sure that everything is even, and then I'm going to take the other two and I'm going to measure the distance from those, and I'm just going to add my hot glue and press those down because I will be adding a bow in the center of this sign. And once I get my hooks on there, I'm going to go in with my wordings. Now I decided, I am going to use those, but I decided to use my stencil and some of my crimson color chalk paint because I did want my C to look different and I wanted to give it a more bigger font. So what I'm doing is just adding my C where I want it. I'm going to use my little round foam brush and I'm just going to dab up and down on top of my stencil using that crimson color. And I did get this alphabet pack of Waverly stencils from Walmart, and they were $1.97. Once I feel like I have enough paint, I will pull up my stencil, and now I'm going to add in my letters here that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to spell out candy cane. This sign will say candy cane season, and after I get the candy cane on there, this is how it's looking. I'm now going to go in and add the word season. I wanted to make this sign pretty simple. My oldest boy absolutely loved peppermints and candy cane, so I wanted to create something seasonal where he will be able to grab him some candy cane off this sign because I will be adding candy canes to this sign. What I'm doing now is I am just Mod Podging over my wordings. I'm going to Mod Podge over this entire sign just to make sure that it looks even. Now the struggle begins because, as you know, I am not the bow maker, so I'm going to create the bow the best way that I can. What I wanted is a bow, but I wanted it to be 3 different colors. So what I will be doing is using all 3 ribbons, and I'm going to try to create a really pretty bow where you could see all 3 of these colors. So I'm going to do the best I can. I'm just going to create 2 simple tie bows, just like this, with this one as well as the white ribbon. And so I'm just going to make sure that everything is fluffed out, and then I'll trim the ends. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the white ribbon, just create a basic bow, and then I will add all 3 together. And so what I'm doing now is just fluffing out the red and white bow, and then I am going to glue that down to the center of my sign. I just wanted to make sure that I have it centered as best as I could. And then now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add the burlap color bow. And then right on top of that, I'm going to add the white one. And once I get it all glued down, I'm just going to make sure that you can see all 3 of the colors. And then I am going to add in my little 49-cent Hobby Lobby pick. I'm just clipping everything off. And then I'm going to add my greenery leaves. And then I am going to go in and add the little berries. And I think this is turning out really cute. I think the bow turned out cute. I was worried at first, like this is not going to work, but I guess it's okay. And after I get all of my berries added, I am going to hang this sign using a command strip. Now you can take some of this ribbon to make a hanger, but I wanted to use a command strip, and then I'm just going to add my peppermints, and this sign is complete. I absolutely love this. I think this is so adorable, and my son could just reach up and grab him a peppermint, and I'll just have to replace it all season long because he will eat all of these up. But I really think this turned out so cute. Creating these candy cane DIYs has been so much fun, and so I am super excited to get started on the next DIY for today. But first, I hope you are enjoying this video. I just wanted to take a quick break to remind you that this video is in collaboration with Amber over at DIY with Amber. Her channel will be linked in the description box below. After you finish watching my video, please head over to her channel and see what she came up with. And don't forget to tell her that Jenny said hello. Now back to crafting. For this DIY, I have 3 of these dowels, and I purchased these from Walmart, and I think I got 4 for $1.97. I have a pack of these little round wood pieces, and these were 98 cents at Hobby Lobby. I have some more of that yarn. I will be using some more of that white and that crimson color chalk paint. I have another one of these little 49-cent holiday picks from Hobby Lobby, and I'll be using some more of that Walmart ribbon. The first thing I'm going to do is glue these wood pieces together. They were pretty thin, and that's the only reason why I'm gluing 3 together, just to make my base a little thicker. And after I get everything glued together, I am going to go in and I'm going to paint the dowels as well as the little round wood piece using this white chalk paint. And so what I'm going to do is just dry brush around this little round wood piece. I'm not painting it completely because I don't want it in all of the spots, just going around dry brushing it. And after I get that complete, the next thing I'm going to do is add my yarn to my dowels. And this is pretty simple. I'm just going to add some hot glue, add the yarn, and then I'm going to wrap it on the angle. Just like this. Pretty simple. Just trying to get the peppermint look. And then I'm just going to take some glue and tack down the yarn. And then I'm going to clip it off. And now I'm going to do the second dowel the exact same way. And I'm just going to take the hot glue and attach the yarn. And what I like is that I don't have to be super perfect. It's just going on an angle and then adding some hot glue to tack it down. And I'm going to do the other dowel, the last one, the same way. And after I get all 3 of these complete, I'm going to gather them together, just making sure that I have them lined up the way I want them. And then I'm just going to hold them in my hand and add some hot glue, a lot of it to all 3. And I'm going to hold them down in the center. And I'm just going to hold it until the glue is dried, just to make sure that everything is secure. And once I have everything glued down, I am then going to take my ribbon, and I'm going to take the first red and white ribbon, and I'm just going to pull the dowels together, just holding them together. And then I am going to add some glue just to tack that ribbon down. And then I'm going to take the white and black ribbon, and I'm just going to put it right on top of the red and white ribbon, just giving it some layers, and it's also holding the dowels together. And then after I get that done, I'm going to take that pick and I am going to glue down the greenery pieces. I'm actually going to glue down all of the pieces that came off of this little pick, the berries, the little acorn, the little spiral wire, and I'm just going to add all of those to the center. And I really like how this is turning out. This is so simple, but it's really pretty as well. And after I get all of my little pieces glued down to this ribbon, this DIY will be complete. I think this will fit in perfect with my other candy cane decor that I am creating today. I absolutely love how this turned out. This was so simple. It was really easy to make, but it has like that high-end peppermint decor feel to it. I absolutely love this. This is so pretty. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my stuff together to get started on the next DIY for today. And for the next DIY, what I'll be using is one of these Dollar Tree candy cane reforms. I had to use that. I have 2 rows of the Dollar Tree garland. I will be using some more of my Walmart ribbon that I used in my previous DIYs today. I also have 3 Walmart holiday picks, and these were 98¢. And I do have 2 49-cent Hobby Lobby little peppermint picks that I'll be using, and I also will be using some of my white chalk paint. What I'm doing is just getting the garland wrapped around my reform. And this did take both rows of garland to complete. Now you can leave this just like this, but what I'm going to do is I am going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim this down some. This step isn't actually necessary, I just wanted to tame it a little bit. And so after I get all of that trimmed down, then what I'm going to do is go in with that white chalk paint, and I am going to brush over this because I want this to look very frosted. So I'm going to go over a little heavy, just brushing over with the chalk paint, making sure that I get it all over the wreath. And here is the 2 little peppermint candy cane picks for 49 cents from Hobby Lobby. So what I'm going to do now is just tie my ribbon around the center of my candy cane wreath. Now I'm not trying to make this perfect at all because you're not going to even see much of the ribbon. I'm just trying to create layers. And so I'm basically just wrapping them around and then tying them in a little bow. And I'm going to do all 3 the same way. I wanted this wreath to be very messy. I just wanted it to be like layers and layers of different decor right in the center. So I did want to add the bow so you can see a hint of the colors, but you may not see much of the ribbon. And so after I get all 3 of these ribbons tied around in the center, then I'm going to start layering the other decor on top. I am going to start clipping down the edges of the ribbon just in case if you see them everything will look presentable. And then now I'm just clipping my picks apart and gluing everything down. And so I'm just going to glue those that way. And then I'm going to take the other pick and clip these leaves off and these berries and just attach everything separately. And so I'm just going to continue layering my pieces, adding that one that way and then putting this one the opposite way. And I'm going to do the same thing for these berries. I'm going to put the white ones that way, then put the berries the opposite way. I'm also going to add in the little pine cone in the center. I pretty much just wanted to have everything just layered on top of each other. And once I get everything in there, I'm now going to go in and add this little 49-cent peppermint pick. And so I'm just going to add those around in the center. And I'm just making sure that everything is secure. And once I get all of these little peppermint pieces on this wreath, this will actually be complete. And I do like how this turned out as well. And I do love it. It is so pretty. I love the messiness of all of the different layers. I absolutely love this as well. So pretty. And so what I'm going to do now is get my stuff together to get started on the last DIY for today. And what I will be using for that DIY, I have more of these little peppermint picks. I have 2 more of the 49-cent Hobby Lobby picks. I have one of the square vases from the Dollar Tree, as well as I have a little piece of foam block from the Dollar Tree. I have more of my Walmart red and white ribbon, and I have 3 of these 98-cent Walmart picks, and I'll be using some white chalk paint, and I'm just painting over the little vase using that white chalk paint. And after I get that painted, I am going to go in with that red and white Walmart ribbon, and I am just going to glue it around the center of this little vase. And I'm just going to take some hot glue to make sure that everything is tacked down, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm going to add some more hot glue and press everything down just to make sure that everything blends in smoothly. Then after I do that, I'm just going to drop my little foam block and press it down in there really tightly. And then I'm just going to start adding my picks, pressing them down to make sure that everything is secure. And I'm just going to arrange everything in the little vase. I'm going to have to break my berries apart and kind of add them separate. I'm just going to press them down. I'm going to clip them down a little bit as well, just to make sure that they fit. And after I get my berries in there, I'm just going to go in and add in my little peppermint picks. And this DIY will be complete. Now, I really do like how this turned out. This has a really little high-end look as well. And here is a look of all of the DIYs that I created today. I think they all came out so adorable. Thank you so much, Amber, for this collaboration. This was so much fun. In the comment box below, as always, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And if you like this video, please remember to give it thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Your support is so much appreciated. And after you finish watching this video, head over to Amber's channel for me, please, and see what my dear friend has created. When you get over to Amber's channel, please tell her that Jenny said hello and happy crafting. Thank you so much again for watching this video. As always, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.